Let's take a second to really think about what just happened on Sunday. Penn State fired James Franklin. We're now living in a world where a program that made the college football playoff semifinals last season came within one overtime play of being ranked number one just 2 weeks ago and is still scrambling for private equity money because of a $700 million stadium renovation, somehow decided it could afford to spend $50 million just to get rid of its head coach. And the craziest part? No one was even that surprised. What a sport. What a business. What a mess. Sure, Franklin's downfall is partly about football, expectations, pressure, and a team that's underperformed. But it's really an economic story now. We've officially reached a point where firing a coach with a massive buyout is no longer shocking. Jimbo Fisher's $76 million exit from Texas A&M used to seem ridiculous. Now it's just another headline. Schools like Penn State are showing that no number is too big when they've made up their minds to move on. But what's driving that? Is it sound financial management, or is it just the fantasyland logic of college sports, where money always seems to appear out of nowhere as long as winning is on the line? Even if that money comes from a California pension fund, when these schools cry poor, beg for antitrust protection, and claim they can't afford to pay athletes what they deserve, are lawmakers really going to believe them? Maybe it's time to demand a little discipline, starting with these insane coaching buyouts. The whole idea behind giving coaches massive guaranteed contracts was supposed to buy patience. That clearly didn't work. Just look at Texas A&M. 2 years after paying Fisher to go away, they're 6-0, ranked fourth in the country, and their fans have never been happier. Who can blame everyone else for wanting that same quick fix? At this point, college football has turned into the pros. The average head coach tenure in the NFL or NBA is 3 to 4 years, and now college programs are following that same script. With the transfer portal, athlete revenue sharing, and a 12-team playoff, this sport doesn't reward patience anymore. It rewards spending. For years, agents have bullied athletic directors into handing out absurd long-term contracts with rolling extensions and guaranteed fortunes. Why? Because administrators were scared. Their coach might leave for another job, scared fans would turn on them, scared to lose recruiting momentum. Smart agents saw that fear and cashed in. That's how you end up with deals like Mike Norvell's 8-year, $80 million extension at Florida State. Just the Alabama job opened up after he went 13-1. Or Dabo Swinney's $115 million contract at Clemson. Or Kirby Smart getting another massive raise at Georgia, as if any of those guys were actually about to walk away. None of that needed to happen. This mentality has to change because college football has changed. The old idea that everything revolves around one coach doesn't hold up in a world where rosters can flip overnight through NEL money and the transfer portal. Penn State now has to rebuild both its coaching staff and its roster, and that's going to cost a fortune. That private equity cash can't come fast enough. But even as the sport becomes more corporate, these $40 and $50 million buyouts aren't sustainable. It's time for schools to stop letting agents write the rules and finally learn to say one simple word: no.